with more YouTube, and today we will be playing Tabs. I have gotten some requests from a lot of people saying that I should lower game volume because the microphone is too quiet. Hopefully this is good. You know who you are if you suggested it. You know who you are. I know who you are. Okay, I'm going to create some. Let's go into. Let's start at the beginning. Tribal, Ooga Booga. Let's see, what do we have? Let's see. Tribal, Ooga Booga, Clubbers, Protectors, Spear Throwers, Stoner, Bone Mages, Chieftain, and Mammoth. So, there was a mammoth. All the people were like, Ooga Booga, we need meat, meat, meat. So they wanted to get meat. So they were Ooga Boogaing. And then there were secret people on the sides who were going to do it. But then at this time, people, some Ooga Booga smart people were like, Ooga Booga, we smart, actually, they're bone mages. And they were like, oh no, they'll cause global warming, don't hunt the mammoth. They should be protected, wildlife conservation. Yeah. And then the people were like, Ooga Booga, we don't like you. So they got some more so they got some stoners. And then they began the hunt of the mammoth. And the hunt has proved successful. They had, after a successful hunt. Oh, this is the wrong map. Oops. After a successful hunt, they went into the cave and, oh, this is dark, I need to find it. Okay, so if you go in here, there's like a secret. So, they were all in here because of the successful hunt. So they were like, yay! And then even the chieftain was here. And then, they had some of their bone mages. And they were like, Ooga Booga, we are clubbers. And they enjoyed. And then they were sacrificing a hay bale to the, fire. And then there was also lots of people in here. And they were celebrating the successful hunt. But little did they know. Geez, if I can get out of here, then they would know. Jeez. Yes, I've escaped. And they had some guards stationed around the cave. Because it was like a party where they're like, they only let some people in and tell them they're not on the list or something, and that's super cliche. But then, secretly did they know, all the people who were like, global warming, it will happen in like a million years, but if we hunt the mammoth, then we'll speed it up, oh no. So then an army of global coolers were like, yeah, destroy. And then a couple of other people fell to them like hay bales because they did not like getting sacrificed to fires. And then the invasion begun. The people inside the cave were quickly warned and started coming out to attack the invaders. But the bone mages were powerful. And all these people in the line were about to get KO'd by the one bone mage thingy. Ooga Booga said them. Ooga. Yeah, there was one man left who didn't know how to get through walls because he scored 100 on his IQ test, he said, but for some reason it appears there's some people still in the cave. Okay, that's weird. After the invasion has begun, the anti-global warmers took over most of the area, and they started their conquest. By the time people had discovered cultivation, they were still conquesting. So, the people from global warming, so the red side is going to be the anti-global warming, global coolers, and then on this side is going to be normal people. So on the normal people, they were like, grr, grr, we must protect our lands. But the global warmers had recruited some new allies. They had the Scarecrow. But these people also had wheelbarrows. But they said wheelbarrows speed up global warming, and they're like, yeah, ha, ha. And then they're like, too bad. And they had harvesters in the field, and they even had a few hay balers over here. And then, but a bunch of hay bales on this team were against global warming. And a bunch of potion sellers were like, these potions will save global warming. Come check them out. They taste delicious. And then these people are like, no, these taste delicious. So there's going to be a cool thing here. And then there is also some halflings who were like, yeah, we are. And there were little children that were like, yeah, children revolution. And then there's like one farmer who decided to be on this side. And there was also a bone mage from a long time. He is super old and stuff. And thus, the battle began. Just need to place a few more. Begin! And over here, they both got a taste of each other's potions. Apparently they both sucked. And over here, they tried to go into the river, but these people realized their car's not boats. Vroom vroom. The people were like, the go-karts cause global warming because they make you discover cars faster. There was a big battle, but eventually, it seemed as if the Reds would win. They are going to win. But the guy was like, here, try my potion. And now, one remains, I think. Oh, okay. They just won. So they conquested over the lands. And they took over the lands. And finally, the organization of farmers decided, no more, we shall not let them invade our lands. And then the potion sellers were like, this solves global warming, try it. Let's see, is there anything in secret? Okay, no. Okay, and there was a bunch of farmers who were like, grr, grr, grr. And they had cavalry too. And then they had a few children who were like, Viva la Revolution! And then there are some harvesters in the field. and they even managed to recruit one scarecrow. But thus, it would not work, as they have teamed up the legendary Broccoli Man. But little did they know, their forces were soon poisoned, because all the potion sellers poisoned them, so it was only Broccoli Man. And then there was also the that one bone mage that has lived a really long time, because she had potions too. And thus the battle begun. Broccoli Man. And his legs were exploding internally from all those potions being launched at him. It made him feel a little woozy. Global warming! And thus, the Blues won, holding off. But eventually, they got all the people that were supposed to be at the battle that time. And they got even some hay balers that were like, we're tired of farmers harvesting us. Viva la revolution. And then there was some more potion sellers that were like, yeah, try my new thing. Try it. You'll like it. It tastes good. It tastes good. There's some more hay balers down here. And then there's one potion seller down here. And there is even a harvester, or 2, or 3. And they also recruited 3 cavalry vehicles, and thus the battle begun yet again. And this time we will see, will they fail, or will their defense stand and Broccoli Man be defeated once again? Smash, says Broccoli Man. Smash. Broccoli Man smashed and shreked people. He was like wasted. It seems Broccoli Man will win this battle. Broccoli Man smashed, and smashed yet again. Broccoli Man has almost won the battle, and he has one potion seller, but the potion seller hasn't figured out how to get his head out of this, but he exploded because he tried to throw a potion, but since his head was stuck, it just hit the tree, and then he died, and Broccoli Man was like, yay! And then the attack failed. Time moved on, their empire was growing. The king had sent a small army and one priest to help. Sent quite a hefty army and a few bards to play music because boredom was very large on this battlefield. The king thought, we don't need anything too powerful. They're just a bunch of rebels. Well, not a bunch of rebels. They're just a small empire. We can squash them easily. Little did they know, on the other side, Tree Man had retired, but the drunk jester who quit to help global warming was also here. And there was also a teacher who got annoyed at all the school children, so he joined this battle. And then all the school children was like, grr, 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 viva la revolution of children. And then there were some potion sellers who were like, no, this potion really solves global warming. Try it. We perfected it. I know last time and the time before that and the time before that didn't work, but this time it will surely work. Just try it. There were also some bards have joined them, and some priests, because they wanted peace and peace. And even, where is it? Is it in Resonance? Even Bob Ross joined them. And thus, the small army versus the group of eco people began. He sunk to the bottom of the ocean and was never saw again, along with that dude. It appeared the battle would have been won, because all they have left are potion sellers and halflings. Okay. So this battle was kind of over. They failed. But then they got more people. The king was like, yeah, we squashed them last time. Now we don't even need our main knight here. And they were like, hee hee hee. And they have recruited a few squires. And a few archers too. And even a large catapult. And the second battle of the invasion. They were losing. This bard looked like he was about to fall off the cliff, but he just got smashed by the eco potion, and then he fell off the cliff. And then the Reds were victorious. The king realized this was serious. And then they started to have siege on their own castle, so the king got his entire army to come. However, most of his knights were retired, so only 3 of them were there, and a bunch of healers were there too. But they had lots of people on their side, and even and like a teacher was still with them. But there was another jester from a different kingdom, and then there was an executioner too, because he wanted to execute people because he was bored. And then this guy was like, yeah, maces. And then they got more people to join, like some squires, some archers. And after many recruiting, they found another broccoli man. And still that bone mage from long ago. There was more potion sellers. They're like, yes, it really works this time. Why don't you try it already? And then people on this side were like, no, ours works. Try it already. Try it or I shove it down your ungrateful fruit. And they also had these, but the other side was prepared as well. They had many archers. And some squires. And a catapult. Actually, and even the king decided this was so urgent he needed to enter the battle. And with that, oh yeah, and the Scarecrow's roaring too. The battle begun. The king's army versus the Ego people. The Scarecrow T-posed the entire time. There was lots of chaos, and even Broccoli Man was smashing people. Then these potion sellers were like, hee, try it. But obviously the potion sellers aren't even qualified to microwave water, so they don't know how to make potions. This is floating. And then they won. They defeated the king. They now own a large piece of land. All of the main world's powers were extremely worried about them taking over. But some still underestimated them. So, oops. So they first invaded a small town on the coast. Preparing their army, they got some executioners from before. And multiple jesters this time. Even a teacher who thought of a new way of teaching, but other people didn't support it. And then there were some more potion sellers, obviously. And they can't even microwave water, as I said, so they don't even know how to make potions, but they try and they fail. And there was also some wheelbarrows, which acted as their cavalry. And then they also got some scythe people. And then they got some extra farmers to help them, because the farmers were like, Viva la revolution, we are tired of this farming way. Underpaid, always living and stuff like that. And then there were healers / priests. They renamed them to healers because people didn't know what they did. And they even got some shield dudes. And they got one Hope Light person. And we will see the next team's arsenal tomorrow. That's it for today. Prepare for the battle of the Greeks versus the Ego people. Who will win? That's it for today.